The dark season has arrived in Scotland, wrapping the days in mist and early darkness. Outside, the wind and rain returns, but inside, the soft glow of home feels like a small universe of peace, and it's more precious than ever. Before my first Scottish autumn here in Port William, I used to be afraid of this darkness, of the long nights, the endless rain and wind. But somewhere along the way, I learned to live with it, to see the beauty in the grey and the peace that comes with slowing down. Because here, darkness isn't something to escape, it's something to soften into. It teaches you to find light in smaller things, a warm meal, a walk in the drizzle, or simply the quiet comfort of being home. Maybe that is why every year I do my best to make this little cottage as cozy and warm as possible. Amidst the endless hum of work and the muted greyness of everyday life, I feel like I need a sanctuary, a place where I can truly savor time together with the loved ones, where each shared moment feels deliberate, unhurried, and full. In these days, when the weather keeps us indoor more often, I always feel like it's all too easy to surrender to our phones, losing ourselves in the endless scrolls. I won't pretend I always manage to resist, but this year, more than ever, I tried to make a conscious effort to be present, to let the quiet, simple rituals of our days unfold without distraction, and to spend our time on simple, shared activities, cherishing them as little celebrations.
Wow, yeah,
Thank you.
And of course, the most essential participant is always Aslan. His presence brings the cottage to life. Whether he is curled up beside us, eyes half closed, listening to the rain's soft rhythm, or leaping through the rooms with boundless joy, a living reminder of the simple, unspoken pleasures of being together.
Down, down, down. Bang. Wow. Touch. Touch. Ready. Ready. I shall do you. I shall do you. Szeretné tudnányunk sétálni, szeretné tudnányunk bollozni, szeretnéd, hogy sétáljunk? Te szeretnéd menni? Igen. Szeretnél menni? Akarod, hogy menjünk? Igen.
He is also the one who pulls us out of the house, urging us into the world beyond the door, reminding that life, like the season, is also meant to be lived outside the walls of the cottage. Just 2 minutes away, we have this beautiful seashore, and this year, autumn has gifted us with countless beautiful sunsets.
Get your glue.
Alongside Aslan, our garden calls us out as well, even in these cool, muted days of autumn and winter time. Our compost, rich and dark, stood ready to be laid across the garden beds, while a few fragile plants called for care, a quiet preparation against the coming cold and stormy skies. And as you might have guessed, Aslan, being a border collie, never misses a chance to help.
Nobody's losing. Faces merge and change, but your face remains the same. The stars will be here by
Jeszcze mi cines.
when we're finally sober, they'll be gone. The trees will bloom and ice will melt. We'll always remember how.
So determined that on a walk by the farm, a sudden roar of a quad bike startled him so much that he pulled me to the floor. And this is not mud.
Szerinted ez jó így? Most őszintén.
I am glad that there is no way to share smell through the screen.
Just what it was needed.
But honestly, I don't mind at all. My heart belongs to the outdoors, the free, the untamed, and being muddy means I'm alive.
Nobody's losing.
Yet, every now and then, it feels nourishing to take a moment for myself, to dress up, wear something lovely, and let a little makeup bring me joy. I've come to believe that mud and elegance, the untamed outdoors and being in a nice skirt, can coexist beautifully, and I do not have to choose between them, but let my heart follow what I am longing for that day. This year, I've tried to honor those days, carving out time for small rituals that feel indulgent and grounding at once. such days, we often wander into nearby villages and small towns, exploring quiet charity shops, hidden bookstores, and the little corners full of forgotten treasures. Around Port William, these secret discoveries are everywhere, waiting patiently to surprise and delight us, like small autumnal gifts hidden in plain sight. But above all else, what stirs my heart most deeply and fills me with the most joy is stepping out into the wild and wandering along trails, forests, and hills. I came to the conclusion that this season has taught me an important lesson I will take with me everywhere I go. The rain is not the enemy. It's a reminder that we are not in control of everything, that nature has its own rhythm, and when we move with it, everything becomes much simpler. There's something deeply liberating in not trying to avoid discomfort, in not minding the mud, the wet shoes, or the cold wind. Rain doesn't take away, it gives silence and depth. And once you learn to stop fighting it, life itself feels a little lighter. To live with it is to learn how to let go of control. Grey isn't emptiness, it's just another form of calm, and hiking in the rain is a different kind of experience. You can't see the landscape far ahead, but you notice the details more closely, and with every step, you find your balance again. Somehow, every drop of rain quiets the mind a little. For a long time, I believed rainy days were about waiting, but Scotland has taught me that life doesn't work that way, especially if the nature around you is this beautiful. In the last few minutes of the video, come with me to a little journey from the last couple of weeks around the Galloway Forest Park, Argyll and Loch Lomond. I hope you enjoyed this video about my little countryside life in Scotland this autumn, and that it brought you a sense of comfort, a touch of joy, or just a moment to slow down and step gently out of the rush of everyday life. Thank you for joining me. May you carry a bit of this calm with you wherever your days take you. See you in the next video.